Hello, friends, and welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading to you again from the Gospel of Mark, reading from the first chapter, this time starting at verse 43 and ending in verse 45. Hear now these words. After sternly warning him, Jesus sent the man away at once, saying to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer for your cleansing what Moses commanded as a testimony to them." But the man went out and began to proclaim it freely and to spread the word, so that Jesus could no longer go into a town openly, but stayed out in the country, and people came to him from every quarter. This is the conclusion of the story that we started yesterday in our daily devotion about the man who was a leper, had a skin disease that caused him to be ostracized from anybody and everyone. And when Jesus came by, this man said, "Jesus, if you are willing, I can be made clean." Jesus was willing. Jesus made him clean. And so today, Jesus says, go show yourself to the priest, but don't tell anybody about my part in your healing. And for some reason, the man disobeys Jesus. This has always been a big question mark for me. How could someone take a very direct command from Jesus and totally do the opposite? It just boggles my brain until I realize that we're doing this all the time. The scriptures tell us what to do, what to think, how to live, and yet how many of us blithely ignore these instructions and choose to go our own way. Now, probably the man who had been healed, he was so excited about what Jesus had done for him that he couldn't help but talk about it. He thought he was doing a good thing, but the ramifications of his sharing, the consequences of it, meant that Jesus could no longer go into the city openly. The man had consequences that he never foresaw. Jesus obviously did. And so I think today a lesson that we can learn is that we need to do two things. One, obey Jesus, and two, recognize that there are consequences that we may not be able to see. That means we need to follow Jesus' rules, even if we don't really understand why. So my friend, Jesus is willing to work in your heart and life. Turn yourself over to him and follow his instruction. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.